Alright, in this video we're going to talk about glass slumping and some of my latest projects. Let's do it. Here we go. Alright, I've talked about this before in the video, but first let's talk about glass slumping. What is it? Glass slumping is where you actually take a glass bottle, wine bottle, any glass, and you actually melt it down. For example, this is a Sky Vodka bottle, and we turn it into a deviled egg tray. What y'all think about that? That's pretty cool. That's basically what you're doing, is creating things. I'll show you this one real quick. Here is a rum bottle made into a spoon holder for the stove. Pretty cool. Kind of like a pirate, right? All right, I'm gonna talk about how do you do that. First, I use what's called a glass kiln, and I'll put a picture of it up there. And the glass kiln has a chamber on it about like this, about that deep. And it has a heating element in the top. And it's got electronic controls where you can actually put a program into it and heat the bottle up and cool the bottle down. Glass is very fragile object. Some of y'all may know, you take a hot piece of glass, stick it in the cold water, it just cracks, right? Well, glass will do that if you heat it up too fast or cool it down too fast. So what you have to do is you have to put a program into this glass kiln to slowly heat the bottle up and slowly cool it back down at a regulated rate so that it doesn't create a stress in this glass where you're barely touching the cracks. It takes about 12 hours for me to really actually make one item. So I'm going to do a couple a day. But each one has different... you get different molds. So when you put the wine bottle in the mold, it slumps down into that pattern. Here's one, for example. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I got the wine glass on and all. But what it does, this was a regular wine bottle. It slumped down and actually melted into that mold. And I got multiple molds. But you'll notice sometimes my hands have a little white stuff on them, and sometimes you see that it's got that on it. For example, here's a mold. This is the one for the deviled egg tray. If I'll touch it, the white stuff coming off, that's called boron nitrate. And it's this right here. Comes in a spray bottle. You can buy it. I have a pump bottle too, but this seems to work better. $50 a bottle. This is not cheap stuff. But what this does, it keeps the glass from sticking to the mold and breaking the mold. And I actually did that on one I'm going to show you right now. I guess I didn't have enough boron nitrate on it. If you look real close right there, it actually took the end of the mold off right there. And sometime it'll actually start taking like this is a cross right here. It's a pretty cool cross right there. But, that's a spoon rest. But if you don't have enough boron nitrate in it, completely coated, it'll crack off. And the glass sticks to the mold, and it'll pull it right off. As you can see, it did that right there. I think I can save that mold. I can grind it down a little smoother, just kind of smooth the end off the end. But these molds aren't cheap either. They're 50 bucks or whatever. So you got to be careful about keeping the mold. I think I got one. This is bees. Who likes bees? Isn't that kind of cool? I like that one. This is one. Let's see. A cross on that one. I got all kind of different ones. But back to actually doing the process itself. If you get a bottle like this, first thing, you can't have any plastic on it. Some of these bottles have plastic come way up here. You got to actually heat it up, get that plastic out. This piece has got to come out. This piece on the end's got to come out right here. Next thing you need to do is take a razor knife and come in here and scrape that. And I'll show you real quick. Let me get my razor knife over here. What I would do here on this one, like this, you just come in here and get it started. Sometimes you just kind of get them started here, and they'll pull off. See, that one's pulling off right there. Now that's okay, and you got to take this one off too. But it leaves a little bit of stuff on here, and you can either scrape it off or get a see it coming off right there, and then you got to clean it. You got to actually scrub it off. Try to get all that glue off of it so that it in the kiln, it's gonna get up to 1400 degrees in the kiln. So ain't no water, no glue, nothing's gonna be left. It's gonna smoke it off. If you have just a little bit left, it's probably not going to hurt anything, but I try to get every bit of it off before I start. Wash it inside out in case somebody left some alcohol in there and clean it up. But that's basically how you do it. What you do when you put it in there, this will actually be sitting like this, just like that, in the kiln itself. Let me get up where you see it. That's how it sits in the kiln, right? Just like that. And it will actually melt. This bottle will actually turn almost to liquid, not liquid, but it slumps. It doesn't puddle like water. Glass is real, you have to get a lot higher than 1400, probably 2000 degrees to get into a liquid form. But at 1400 degrees, it'll slump. And this thing will just melt right on top of this mold, and that boron nitrate will keep it from sticking to it, and then create that right there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Anyway, I just want to go over a couple of things with you, some of the things that I do with it and how I make them. I make them every day. I'm using making them every day. But I thought it was kind of cool just to show you the process on it and how it works. Like I said, I got about 10 of these molds, different ones. We got crosses, birds, Tree of Life. Tree of Life is one of my favorite ones, and a lot of people love the Tree of Life one. I put a picture up there on one of them. But that's a really popular one. But the people that like bees, of course, that's a popular one. You know, we always 5 o'clock somewhere. I like that one. The crosses. But anyway, I like the pirate bottle too. I call it the pirate bottle. It's just got the thing on it there. Kind of melts down. I like it. The actual thing was actually on that side, but I just did it over here and stuck it back on it. What you got to do is you got the bottle here, as you see, it's got this on it. You got to take a little knife and slowly peel that up. And then when you're done, because that'll burn in the kiln. You can't leave that in there when you do the milk. This will. Oh, let me tell you about this real quick. Any bottle that has paint on it is painted. See, this is painted. This is not a label. You can't peel it off. If it's painted on there, actually it will burn into the glass. You see it right there. It's burned into it. That was wrong from the beginning, and it's still there. Even the words, because it was painted on. The paint actually goes into the glass, which is pretty cool. You get some really cool, pretty painted bottles that turn out awesome. I don't have one of those handy in front of me, but they do come out handy. But anyway, I was going to tell you, you actually have to take this off, melt it down, and then put it back on like I did this one. After the fact, bam, right in there. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I want to give you a quick update. I do these every day. I'm out there cleaning bottles and putting them in there all the time. So just another one of the little Gigmaster hobbies. All right, I hope y'all learned something on that, and appreciate everybody coming along on my video. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you tomorrow on another adventure. Stay tuned.